Welcome, everybody, to another presentation of the NBA Live on 2K Sports. We'll watch the Chicago Bulls in this one. These teams are getting a double dose of each other, GA. How do you see these games playing out?
Well, oftentimes, the team that wins the first one drops the second. I don't know why, but it seems that's the case more often than not.
Let's check out Chicago's starting lineup. We've got Buzelis. Josh Giddey is out there with Rose. And it's Wilson in at the 4. Double team on Rose. Pass to Giddey. Shot clock at 6. And he takes that one up and powers it through.
Nice move by Giddey. His handles are fantastic.
And here are the Nets. On the wing, Brown. And that one drops for him.
Well, you love the unselfishness. Makes the next pass and enables his team to capitalize on the possession.
Here's Rose.
Wow, I don't know how you stop that. Rose putting on a show.
Just a terrific perspective of that dunk from the Connected Cam, brought to you by AT&T. Here's Brown, and Brown throws it down.
A little artistry in the painted area, converting against the size.
Yeah, he didn't let the defense affect him there. He just kept his focus.
Rose kicks to Wilson. Back to Rose. To the paint. Shot's good by Wilson.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Once he gets in deep on the defense, there is no way he's missing a layup like that.
Back to Porter. Sharp with a screen on Giddey. Timmon, that's good.
Well, this offense is off to an outstanding start. They're communicating, executing, and finding great shots.
Brown against Rose. It's deflected. It's stolen by Brown. Pass to Porter. Puts it up from 7. And it's Chicago with the rebound. They are a hot team right now. 7 consecutive wins. And looking for number 8 tonight.
Well, I think they've found something. I like how they're executing. They're playing with a lot of energy. We'll see if they can keep it going.
That one drops for him. Rose has got his second basket.
And Rose proving already to be a relentless competitor, excellent at finding ways to finish inside.
And it's Brown missing.
Well, that alley-oop attempt, a case of what could have been, just didn't finish the play.
Well, it's not...
Oh, look at that.
Wow. And when Rose goes on the attack, he stays on the attack, fights his way through the contact.
Here's Brown. He's a good contributor to his team, averaging about 10.5 points a game. Pass to Porter. Over in the corner, Randall. Back to Porter. Nice ball movement by Brooklyn. Sharp sets the pick for Porter. Fires away from outside. And the Nets miss again. Bulls have gotten all 5 of their shots to go down in the first quarter. Terrific start. Claxton inside, defended by Sharp. They set the pick. Rose passes to Wilson, throws down the alley-oop slam.
And the definition of teamwork right there on that alley-oop.
And Greg, what about the finish? Bringing it down with some thunder. Yeah. Brown outside. Outside, Porter. Three-pointer. It's hauled in by Claxton.
Well, he certainly had trouble finding the mark this quarter.
Stan, Michael Porter Jr. is a crucial piece to this offense.
Oh, he absolutely is, Kevin. First of all, we know that shooting provides space for other people to operate, and he certainly does that. But Michael Porter Jr. is also a very timely cutter and gets his share of easy buckets.
And so, Jordi Fernandez decides to call timeout. He's ready to talk things through with them. Nets trail by 5. Brown outside. Porter kicks to Randall. Nothing is falling for him right now. Bulls have gotten off to a tremendous start. 7 of 7 here in the first quarter. Pass to Buzelis. Back to Rose. Outside Wilson. Just 5 on the clock. The three-pointer off the mark. Brooklyn's gone 2 of 5 from three-point land here in the first quarter. Shoots a fader, and it's sharp missing.
Well, the analytics don't like it, but if the defense is giving it up, I like that shot selection despite the miss.
Nets have gone 4 of 10 shooting the ball here in the first quarter. And then Sharp with the dunk.
Well, that's a great pass. He has the timing and rhythm of a metronome.
Brown against Rose. Rose double teamed. Pass to Buzelis. That three off the mark.
Well, you can tell he thinks he should have had that one. Even harder on him when he's got a good look like that and it doesn't go down.
Here's Demon. He's been a factor in their offense on most nights with his scoring average at nearly 16 points a game.
And on an open look like that, he's very gifted at making the weak coverage pay.
From deep, Rose. The Bulls with another miss.
Just enough coverage to bother that three-point attempt.
It's Porter outside. It's hauled in by Claxton.
And the stroke definitely lacking confidence this quarter. Nothing on target.
There's Rose with the three. Second chance shot. And Claxton with the layup.
And that one gives them a +5 rebound advantage, Kevin.
They've been looking out of sync offensively.
Yeah, their offense has ground to a standstill. And off to a strong start offensively. He's got a nice touch.
It's picked off. From past the arc. It's hauled in by Claxton. Claxton's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. Back to Rose. To shoot. Chicago needs to get a shot on. And Giddey gets it to go.
Look, if Giddey can be a consistent off-ball threat, watch out.
Nets trail by 5. Brown outside. Randall outside. Pass to Demon. 6 on the shot clock. The Nets need to get a shot off here. Chicago grabs the miss. Claxton's got his 5th rebound right now in the game. The kick out to Rose. And Rose throws it down hard.
And that play takes talent. D-Rose taking it up strong, knows he's drawing contact, and makes the proper adjustment.
And a closer look here at the scoring breakdown for the Bulls.
Well, their game plan has been very effective so far. They're working the ball inside, putting constant pressure on the defense.
And also have to bring up their passing game. They've been moving the ball with great precision so far and creating great looks for their teammates.
Looking at who's out there now for the Nets. Einod's checked in, and it's Traoré in for Brown. The rim-rattling two-handed jam.
And that's a special play coming from the one spot.
You know, his passing can take a backseat for that dunk. Wow.
Wow, that is an impressive vertical for a point guard. My goodness.
Here's Towell. Yes, and it's Rose with the assist that time. Rose has got 4 assists now tonight. Nets trail by 8. Here's Demon. Traoré unloads, and that one's good by Porter. Porter's got 5 points so far.
And Porter Jr. has one of the smoothest looking jump shots in the league.
And in a little over a decade, the Nets, GA, having to rebuild from the ashes of 2 super team iterations.
The short time span between shows how quickly they can turn things around. And with a treasure trove of picks in the coming years, they look to climb that mountain once again.
And it's in there.
They've wasted no time settling into their offense.
The net shooting 44% overall here in the first quarter. It's stolen by Dang. And the layup's good off the glass. And now a 10-point Chicago lead.
And you can't help but pick their defense apart. They're completely in disarray.
Sharp sets the pick for Porter. And he floats in for the easy two. Credit the assist on that one.
Well, what a quarter he's had. You can tell he's in the flow. They should be looking for him every possession.
Outside Rose. And Rose throws it down hard.
And this is how lethal Rose can be on offense, and it's because of that high motor he possesses.
Pass to Demon. And the rejection by Smith.
And on the glass so far, it hadn't even been close.
Let's go to the sideline and see what Allie LaForce has dug up for us. Allie, take it away.
Well, those who've worked with Nets coach Jordi Fernandez rave about his people skills. He said, quote, "Am I very good at it? I don't know, but I try because I think it's important. When you have that relationship, especially in the tough moments, is when you can break through and be successful. Without it, it's tough, so you try to build it." Back to you guys.
Thank you, Allie. Screen by Smith. He lobs up the alley-oop pass, hammers the alley-oop through.
Showcasing the long limbs. Smith going up to snatch that one.
Nets trail by 15. Pass to Torrey. Down low. Outside Porter. Sharp sets the pick for Porter. Just 4 to shoot. And they get it. And that one goes out of bounds. Last touch by Sharp. So it's both teams making substitutions here. Porter is out there with Randall. Then it's Sharp. Then there's Torrey. And it's Brown in at the 2-guard spot. So that's the lineup for Brooklyn. And Randall has got the ball here for the Brooklyn Nets. Pass to Sharp. Brown outside. Sharp sets the pick for Brown. And again, no good by Brooklyn. Chicago has gotten fewer than half of their three-pointers to go down tonight. They're 4 for 9. Outside Rose. Right side Wilson. Over Randall. 5 on the clock. Here's Rose.
And Rose playing a big role offensively. He's got to be a focal point of your defensive scouting report. No doubt he can hurt you.
The kick out to Porter. And Sharp has it in the corner. Pass to Torrey. The 3. And it's Chicago with the rebound. Giddey's got 5 rebounds tonight. Here's Rose. Oh, and the jam by Rose.
And one of the all-time high risers at the point guard position, Derrick Rose can still throw it down.
Inside. Here's Torrey. Rose with the block.
And a big lead for them on both the scoreboard and the backboard thus far.
Last game for Brooklyn, it was a loss to the Pelicans in New Orleans. Outside Porter. Pass to Sharp. And here's Randall. Can't connect from short range. Rose with the ball. Picked up by Brown. Here's Torrey. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. Stan, the basketball term, finish the cut. What happens when you don't do that?
Well, 2 things can happen on that, Kevin. Number 1, when you don't finish the cut, you slow down and you take away a chance of getting a layup off the pass. And then the second thing is it leads to turnovers because of that, because the guy passing the ball is expecting you to continue your cut, to finish it, and you don't, and the ball's thrown out in front and out of bounds in a lot of cases.
It's Porter outside. Derrick Rose grabs the miss.
Well, you can't question his confidence from out there, but it's not falling. Maybe time for a different approach.
Back to Wilson for three. Porter pulls it in. And for Brooklyn, they're shooting about 35% from the floor. Not much falling for them. Pass to Demon. And again, no good by Brooklyn. Well, Chicago's gone 2 for 5 from three-point land since the end of the first. It's stolen by Randall. Here's Traore. Off the mark there with the three-point shot.
And there have been some terrible shot choices here, Kev. That's not a good look at all.
And they'll get another chance. Giddey kicks to Rose. Back to Giddey. It's hauled in by Michael Porter. Porter's got his 4th rebound in this one. Pass to Traore. There's the pick from the arc. Nice defense from Giddey.
Just not much success when it comes to shooting.
Rose surveying the D. Can they get it? Giddey, no good. Here's Traore. Those three-pointers off the mark.
And when you can't get anything to fall, it definitely gets in your head.
Yeah, they might want to draw something up here to get him something at the rim or get him to the free throw line. Sometimes that's all it takes to snap a cold streak.
Not enough defense there. Allowing Randall to get that close is a recipe for disaster.
Time called here. The Bulls decide to talk it over. The Nets making a switch here. Brown's checked in. And Chicago also making a switch. Boozer's checked in. Outside Rose. Good again. He's on tonight. 9 for 13 shooting.
And Derrick Rose certainly equipped athletically to punish teams in the paint.
Brown with it. Pass to Porter. Takes a three. They get it back. And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line. It's going to go on Buzelis. First trip to the free throw line for him in this one.
And guys, you might remember that he was not at his best from the foul line in their last outing.
And Sharp drops them both.
Yeah, in this quarter, they've had the right approach, driving and drawing, initiating contact, create opportunities, get to the line.
Pass to Buzelis. And the three off target.
Well, the defense catches a break there. You expect him to make those.
No question, Michael Porter Jr. is a true shooter. Stan, he gets out there and scores, it seems like, every possession.
Well, listen, Michael Porter Jr. Oh, my goodness, that is an outstanding finish.
Oh, my. And this is what Rose brings to the table. When he gets out in the open court, he doesn't take his foot off that pedal.
Brown the pass to Sharp. And it's Demon missing.
You know what? He's just stone cold right now. Really not sure if he's their best option offensively as they try to get back in this game.
Outside Wilson. Outside Rose. Pass to Buzelis. A three-pointer, no good.
And he didn't punish them for the weak coverage there, but they can't count on him to continue missing.
And Chicago shooting indicative of smooth offensive play, up at 60%. They're a machine from the floor.
Yeah, that was the third straight high percentage look the defense has allowed. The defenders have got to start putting bodies on bodies.
Here's Demon. Happy to see that one drop, shooting a paltry 2 for 9.
And that pick takes the D totally
out of the equation.
Yeah, you've got to lock and trail hard. You can't allow him a clean look from that.
Rose finds Claxton, and it's good for 2.
And Rose must continue to focus on his facilitating. When he does that, this is a dangerous team.
Here's Brown. Porter passes to Randall. The tray. Wilson grabs the board. Wilson's got 6 rebounds here tonight. Just 1 second between the shot clock and game clock. Outside Rose. Here's Boozer. And he can't bank that one in. Into the lane. Demon, that's good. Demon's got 7 points.
Look, he's the kind of player that has you awake at 3 a.m. asking yourself, how do I stop that?
And so it's Chicago, rolling along with a 27-point lead as we wrap up a quarter. The scoring has been tremendous, and they are shooting lights out with very high accuracy. Right back after this break.
And we welcome you to halftime. First order of business, time to take stock of the All-Star voting.
I was just thinking about all the changes we've seen to the All-Star voting process over the years. A lot of new factors in play now.
Yeah, like social media. Definitely tips the scales when it comes to who's selected.
Let's move on now to that first half we were watching. A brutal game so far for the Brooklyn Nets.
This is the worst kind of basketball. No flow to the offense, just jacking up shots.
So what's with this game plan? I mean, what are they trying to accomplish out there?
If it's getting an earful from the coach, I'd say mission accomplished. And that's all for us. Now it's time to send it back to Kevin Harlan for the beginning of the third quarter.
And with the second half upon us, we'll find out if this game becomes the route that it's threatening to be. A fantastic game from Derrick Rose in this one.
The burst he's had when going at the rim has been fantastic. A lot of strong finishes through 2 quarters.
Well, when you've got a player with the energy and athleticism he has, it can make for a big night when he gets it going.
Here's Rose. Taking a look at the Bulls. We got Rose. Wilson out there with Buzelis. Then it's Josh Giddey. And it's Claxton in at the center. Rose against Brown. Rose, no good. And so Brown will bring it up for Brooklyn. Randall finds Sharp. Picked by Randall. Here's Demon. Another one falls for Brooklyn. The Bulls shooting is beautiful right now. 60% for the game. Pretty much everyone out there has been stroking it. Pass to Giddey. Now here's Rose. In the corner, it's Buzelis. Giddey the pass to Rose. And there's the big-time jam as he slams it right over Randall.
Oh, he is a highlight reel unto himself, guys.
That could be a contender for the dunk of the year, I think. And a good-looking view of that throwdown from the AT&T Connected Cam. Brown wide open, he fires. No good from outside. Brown's gone 2 for 7 from the field. To the inside, here's Wilson. It's good. This time the assist from Rose. Wilson's got 6.
Another good play. This is how they built the lead, calling on the right guys at the right time.
Yeah, come on. They're just having their way out there and continuing to press the advantage.
2 minutes gone in this third quarter now. And he gets the basket. Officials blowing the whistle, so a chance at the line for one more.
The defense not putting up any fight on the inside. They've allowed 10 straight points in the paint.
And already, Rose may be the most athletic point guard in the league. Amazing quickness to go with that leaping ability.
Brown finds Porter. Off target with his three. For Chicago, they've gone 3 of 4 so far in the third quarter from the field. Pretty good start to the half. Here's Rose.
Oh, wow. Oh, my gosh.
Yeah, Rose is used to getting knocked around, especially with the force he drives the basketball. But how about the exceptional body control there?
Here's Brown. And it's Chicago with the rebound. Claxton's got 9 rebounds in the game, getting it done.
The ball movement on this run has been fantastic and is a big part of why they've been able to get these good looks.
And now we're 3 minutes into the third quarter of play. Sharp with a screen on Giddey. Here's Demon. It's stolen by Rose. Pass to Wilson. Shoots over Brown. It's Chicago with another bucket.
Yeah, a big part of this run here has been their ability to score from mid-range.
Brooklyn's gone 0 of 2 from deep to start things here in the second half. Here's Demon. Giddey defending. And here's Brown outside. Now the Bulls with it. They've got a 13-2 run going. And they pick up 2. Rose has got 33 points.
Strong work for him at the offensive end, helping them to maintain that lead.
Brown outside. Pass to Porter. To the middle. Looking for Sharp, and he gets it there. And the shot goes in. Sharp's got 10 points.
And just playing well within the offense. Porter's not forcing his own shot and shows solid court vision and passing ability.
Rose passes to Giddey. It's good. This time the assist from Rose. Rose has got 10 assists here tonight. So active. Nets shooting approximately 43% in the third quarter. Pass to Sharp. There's the pick. On the wing, Porter. He's got 5. In transition, here come the Bulls. Rose against Brown. And too much time in the lane. They get called for the 3-second violation. Who are the league's best setup artists? Let's check it out. Derrick Rose, number 1.
It's hard to argue with his status as the best passer in the NBA right now. He just distributes the ball so well.
Brown outside. The kick out to Porter. Hits the 3-point bomb. Porter's got his 3rd bucket of the night.
Well, this is Porter's go-to shot. He's very proficient from 3-point land.
Now Rose. 33 points for him. Pass to Giddey. And they wasted no time getting those 3 points back. Giddey's got 5 points now this quarter.
Well, he's a reason why they're winning right now. He's been efficient offensively, and his confidence continues to grow.
Up top, Porter shoots. Again, the Nets for 2.
Well, one of the best-looking jumpers in the game, courtesy of Michael Porter Jr.
Brown against Rose. The rebound by Sharp. Sharp's got his 7th rebound here tonight. Pass to Demon. Brown outside. Clock at 6. Now here's Randall. Over Wilson. It's hauled in by the Bulls. Rose has got rebound number 5 here tonight. Softly drops in the floater. Rose has got 11 in the second half.
And as long as he retains that great explosion in his legs, Derrick Rose will be a factor around the rim.
Randall, a screen on Giddey. Back to Brown. Down low. And he gets the whistle for the 3-second call. And a quick look at some of the numbers for Derrick Rose.
And he's gone dry over the past 10 games, guys. His scoring is way down, and he can't seem to fight his way out of the slump. He better get it going tonight, or they'll start losing patience with him.
And Brooklyn making a change here. Einad's checked in. Floats one. And the basket by Rose. Rose has got 37.
They're doing a really good job of getting the ball inside and attacking the paint. That's an area they have completely dominated.
It's time to send it over now to our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Thank you, Kevin. Technology is key for NBA growth. Commissioner Silver said we can now see where we lose viewers, for example, stoppages for replays. One way around that is creating technology that can instantaneously make objective calls like out of bounds, and in doing so, create a better pace to the game. Back to you guys.
All right, Allie, thank you for the report. Norman Powell's checked in for the Bulls. Boozer a screen on Brown. And Boozer throws it down.
Great work by Boozer on that play. A textbook pick and roll.
The Nets have gone even 5 of 10 on shot attempts in the third. Here's Brown, and the dunk by Brown.
Oh boy, to be young again.
Makes you nostalgic, doesn't it? Here's Rose, and such a nice move to make the basket work. Rose has got 39.
Yeah, this quarter's all about him. He's just dominating at the offensive end.
Brown with a screen on Powell to the wing right side. Randall down low, working on Boozer.
Well, this is how difficult it is to stop Randall. When he's committed to scoring, sometimes you just have to foul him.
And guys, let's get your take on the scoring breakdown so far for Chicago.
Well, they've really been sharing the basketball. All coaches talk about that, try to get their teams to do it. Really great when you see it in action.
And also, they are working the opposition from the mid-range, continuing to fire away with confidence from there.
Count it, and that's 11 points for Luol Deng.
And now you see them starting to really work the ball inside.
Brooklyn's gone 1 of 4 in three-point shots here in the third. Pass to Demon. Now Brown. Here's Demon. He's got 9. Brownie, good. Brownie's got 6.
Great job of screening there. Nice job to take it to the rim and get the finish.
Rose laid in with a nice touch off the glass.
I don't know what's happening defensively, but they're not putting up any resistance.
Randall outside. Pass to Minot. That's in, coming off an assist from Randall.
And just a step ahead of the D in that possession there, making the pass. Nice assist.
Rose up on top. He's covered by Brown. Rose, no good. For Brooklyn, they've gone 8 of 13 on shot attempts to begin the second half. Pass to Clowney. Back to Randall. At the elbow, it's Brown. Here's Clowney, covered by Smith. And it's Brown missing. The Bulls shooting has been brilliant in this game. 67% from the floor. 18 feet out. And that's good for 2. Rose has got 43 points.
Well, he's just dominating right now. If his teammates are smart, they'll keep getting him the ball.
Randall a screen on Powell. And it's Demon missing. Demon's gone 4 of 12 from the floor. Here's Rose, a crossover. He lays it in. Rose has got 45 points.
Well, he's had a night. This team feeds off of his energy. And every time they've needed a bucket, he's delivered.
And the foul on Derrick Rose. That's his first foul. Powell, he's checked in for the Nets. And so Chicago takes this one, and by a big margin. This one was over well before the final buzzer. The fans were waiting for something to...
That's a point guard position. At 6'3" number 1,
Greetings, folks. Thanks for tuning in to 2K Sports for our latest presentation of NBA basketball. Now a moment to take a look at the year-to-year scoring output and how it's been trending for Julius Randle.
Well, I like that he's really found a balance. He doesn't feel the need to put the team on his back and try to carry them offensively, but he can still bring it when they need him most. And maybe what's most important, he provides that veteran leadership necessary.
And the starting lineup for the Nets. Sharp out there with Julius Randle. Then it's Michael Porter. Then it's Dimon. And it's Brown in at the point. And for Chicago, Derrick Rose is out there with Josh Giddey. Then it's Buzelis. And it's Claxton in at the 5, roaming the paint. Randle deciding where to go with it. Back to Porter. Claxton against Sharp. Good ball movement here by Brooklyn. 5 to shoot. And here's Brown for 3. And a clear foul there as he shot the triple. He'll go to the line for 3 free throws. That one's on Rose.
You know, not the smartest play a defender can make there.
Brooklyn shooting their first free throws of the evening. And Richard, the Bulls going from playing one of the slowest paces in the league to one of the fastest.
Yeah, that's what happens when you start to trend towards youth. You got to put those young legs to use, trying to pace and space with three-point shooting.
Pass to Buzelis. And he goes in for the dunk.
And the defense has to offer more resistance. Can't let guys like Buzelis get this close to the rim.
A little over a minute gone here in the first quarter. Here's Dimon. Outside Porter. Off target from three-point range.
Given his range, you'd expect him to capitalize on that opening. Now, I know he makes it look easy, but it takes incredible physical tools to pull that off.
Athleticism and explosion. Thanks to AT&T for that fantastic look from their connected cam. Brooklyn has gone 0 for 2 from outside. Pass to Porter. And here's Brown. Now Porter, 6 on the shot clock. And he misses again, now 0 for 3.
And the shooter had very little space on that attempt.
I'm sure they'll think twice about shooting against him next time.
A 6'8" point guard, Josh Giddey's length gives him a massive advantage, Grant.
Oh, it does, B.A. He's too big for opposing ones to guard. It's tough putting a wing on him, and Giddey just makes you change your defensive game plan.
RJ, looking back at the trade that sent Durant from the Nets to the Suns, what a deal for Brooklyn.
Yeah, it was 4 first-round picks and a swap from the Suns. Also, the Nets got Mikal Bridges, who they shipped to the Knicks for 5 more first-rounders. Now that's how you reboot a team.
Rose, and there's the slam dunk to finish it off.
Oh, some explosive stuff from Rose right at the rim, showing these young boys how ferocious he can still be.
Pass to Dimon. Back to Brown. Here's Dimon. Giddey defends. Sharp a screen on Giddey. Will it go? Here's Brown. And denied. He sends it right off the glass. And the fans love seeing incredible moments on defense like that block.
That'll put some fear into the shooters, and he made sure to do it early, too.
And here in the first, approaching 3 minutes played.
Just brutal. I mean, 5 straight misses to begin the game.
Wow, potent offense. It's been fun to watch.
Just aggressive and effective, taking it right to the defense.
Back to Rose. Shot clock at 6. The Bulls need to get off a shot. Good work there as it goes. Buzelis has gotten his 2nd bucket of the game.
you can really feel the momentum swinging in their direction.
Yeah, but they can't relax. You've got to keep building on this lead because it is not safe.
And so the timeout by Jordi Fernandez here. I think right now he might be looking at some adjustments. Let's take a look at the best defenses in the league over the last 10 games. 5th on the list, the Bulls.
When you look at their recent defensive numbers, they've been among the best in the league. I like the energy that they're playing with.
On defense, the Bulls. Outside for Porter. Sharp against Claxton. Sharp passes to Brown. Tipped! And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Rose. Just 5 on the clock. Fires away from way outside.
And so far, they've done a great job of preventing points in the paint. And he's having an ugly quarter from the field. It seems really frustrated. I love great defense. Just quick to establish his feet, and he takes the hit.
We got to see that one again. That block was all-out effort.
I mean, letting them know up front that he's on the hunt tonight.
Torre checked in for Brooklyn. They've got Derrick Rose. Also Josh Giddey out there. And it's Boozer in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. That's the 5 out there for the Bulls. Pass to Buzelis. There's the double with Sharp. Chicago passing it around. From deep, Rose. Nice D from Brown.
And you never want to give a shooter like him a clean look.
Down low. Now here's Sharp. It's Brown on the wing, guarded by Rose. And here's Porter outside. And the Nets miss again.
You cannot play worse offensively, although he's trying. And he hasn't made one shot yet. I feel for him.
And it's going to be a 3-second call. And while we have a moment, let's see some of the contenders for this year's three-point contest. Some of the players who have a shot to make the final cut.
Hey, not a bad list of shooters at all. And really, with how many threes we see in NBA games these days, some of these games have become three-point contests.
He's going to need to move up this list big time to be part of the three-point contest. But he's got a shot.
Maybe, especially if he can get hot from beyond the arc. And he certainly has the ability to do so.
And this year's contest is really shaping up to be one to remember. Plenty of dead-eye shooters on that list so far.
And lots of guys have a three-point shot now. But this list is really the cream of the crop when it comes to putting up long-range bombs.
Stolen by Giddey. For the finish. And he hammers it home to polish off the break.
With his 6'8" length, Giddey can be disruptive on defense.
Brown scanning the floor. Out to the wing for 3, Demon. Fires for 3. And it's Chicago with a board. They're a team with momentum in the midst of an 8-game winning streak.
You can feel the energy in the air around this team. They know they are on a roll, and they are committed to keeping it going as long as they can.
Well, we always hear about the rookie wall, Grant, but some players seem to claim it's a myth.
Well, you know, B.A., I think it's real for most first-year players. Adjusting to the length and intensity of an NBA season can be exhausting, but some guys will be able to break through that wall. They've got some ground to make up, and shooting the three ball more consistently like they are now should help them do it.
Outside Giddey. Rose outside. Soft touch off the glass. Rose has got 8.
That's 10 straight points they've given up in the painted area.
Rose against Brown. Randall on the screen. Here's Porter. He takes it in.
The quickness of Porter Jr.'s drive gives him the edge there. Defenses just can't react fast enough.
And stolen by Brown. In transition, here comes Brooklyn. And it's Randall with the jam.
That's a good way to shrink the deficit. Strong defense turns into easy offense.
Here's Rose. Oh, yes.
Whoa.
Throw it down. Oh, and that one, no question, powered it down.
Oh, boy, what control and poise from Rose. Taking the hit like a champ and just powering right through it.
And Jordy Fernandez wants a timeout. He's going to take a moment to give him a breather and talk things over. Here's Dimon. Giddey defends. Brown against Rose. Brown passes to Sharp. Back to Brown. Just 4 to shoot. Over Rose. And Brown, the bucket on the assist from Sharp. He has 7.
Draw them in and kick it out. Great execution to open up an easy look from outside.
Here's Rose. Rips it home off a terrific move.
And this is a vintage night from Derrick Rose. It's like we're back in 2011, his MVP season.
Outside Sharp. And Claxton comes to help. Pass to Dimon. The 3 is up. Wilson grabs the board.
Just an ugly show for him offensively. Yep, no way. Okay, that's just insane.
Strong finish.
Oh, there is nothing more fun than putting a big guy on a poster. That is the definition of an aggressive play.
Outside, Brown. Here's Dimon. Good ball movement here by Brooklyn. Porter from outside. Wilson grabs the board. Wilson's got rebound number 5 here tonight.
They've shown that power inside. Their rebounding effort has been sensational.
It's Giddey on the wing. Lets it go from deep. Sinks another one. He's on a roll, starting 4 for 4.
Like sometimes the threes can really boost your confidence, and I'm sure it'll do just that for Giddey.
And stolen by Claxton. Here's Wilson. Oh, misses the dunk.
Trying to show off for the fans and give them their money's worth, just couldn't finish.
And there's the rejection. Brown against Rose. Shoots over Brown. And it's good. Off the back of the rim and in. Rose has got 16 points. Outside, Brown. Pass to Randall. And here's Sharp. Can they get it? Porter gets the bucket. Porter's got his second basket of the game.
He is so smooth from the mid-range area. Now, Porter Jr. doesn't need a lot of wiggle room to feel comfortable firing away.
And the bucket is good.
And why go away from attacking inside if the D has no answer for you?
They're searching for a way to score.
Yeah, buckets have been very tough to come by.
And that one goes in as he's fouled. It'll be 3 points if he converts the free throw. And he's got his first opportunity at the line here tonight. And that one falls for Rose. And so it's Chicago. They have a confident 20-point lead right now. They've done well to disrupt the opposition, playing inspired defense. And don't go far. We'll be right back.
Hey there, everybody. With the All-Star break on the horizon, let's first have a look at the players vying for a spot in the three-point contest.
I hope we get to see all of these guys expand the field if you have to.
Yeah, just get a center or a power forward in there.
Switching back to that first half of action, everything's been working for the Bulls.
You know, on the boards, they've been ferocious. They've been intimidating.
And that'll do it for us. Thanks for stopping by. We'll head
Just about ready for the second half here. A big comeback is needed for this game to be competitive, and it probably has to happen quickly. Boy, you look at Derrick Rose. What a contribution.
Yeah, but his blocks tell only part of the story. His presence alone is making an impact on defense.
And you can bet that that's had an effect the rest of the way. Guys won't be trying to take him one-on-one because he alters just as many shots as he blocks.
And so in the game for the Nets, we've got Julius Randle, also Sharp out there, Dimon out there with Michael Porter, and it's Brown in at the point.
Just an uncanny ability to make shots from the corner. Porter Jr. using his skill set.
Here's Rose, and he dunks it down.
I almost can't believe what I saw. Incredible.
I'm speechless, man. I'm speechless. Well, that's a fantastic view there from the AT&T Connected Cam. Outside, Brown to the paint. Here's Sharp. Claxton with the block. Here's Kenny. That one falls. Nice feed that time from Rose. Rose has got 3 assists tonight.
And sometimes defenders just forget how tall he is. I mean, the 6'8" guard is solid finishing inside. I tell you, a little extra pressure on D when you're up against a point guard who can elevate.
It doesn't make it easy, does it?
Yeah, hard to strategize for a guy who can make a pass or a play like this right in your face.
He is torching a defense that simply has no answers for him.
To the left side wing. Randle, a screen on Giddey. Inside. And it's Randle with the jam.
Wow. Julius Randle. We could feel the floor shaking on that one.
And we're just about 2 minutes into the final half of play now. To the middle. Here's Buzelis. And he bangs it home with one hand.
He just rises up and throws it down hard with one hand.
That is such a go-to move for him. He holds nothing back on those. Brown, a screen on Giddey. Here's Dimon, an aggressive player on offense, scoring around 16 a game. Rejected by Claxton. Here's Wilson. Chicago passing it around. A little over 2.5 minutes off the clock in this final half of play. Rose, the pass to Claxton. Parked it down low that time. Got hit with the 3-second call. Nets trail by 21. Brown passes to Randle. Brown against Rose. And it's stolen by Rose. And it's thrown down hard with both hands.
And in the open floor, few guys can finish like D. Rose.
The Nets have gone 3 of 5 from the field in this third quarter. Brown finds Randle. Outside Porter. Back to Randle. Pass to Porter. Three-pointer. Chicago with a rebound. Claxton's got 9 rebounds now.
Nothing just seems to be bouncing his way today. Mama said there'd be days like this. They have missed his production.
And we've seen numerous near contenders go all in on trades. But it doesn't always work out that way.
No, especially lately. I can think of 3 or 4 different deals. They didn't pan out quite the way the teams had hoped.
And so Rose knocks them both down.
You know, it's great to see Rose out there. After all those injuries, Derrick still has a passion for the game.
Timeout called, the Nets. Let's see some of the numbers here for Derrick Rose.
And over the last 5 games, his field goal percentage has increased. And you can make a case his confidence as well because of this.
Just under 3.5 minutes played here in the third quarter. Outside, Brown. And the ball out of play. The Bulls will have it. This break gives us a chance to look back on the last month and see which teams racked up the most points in transition. Number 1, Chicago.
And you know, over this stretch, they've really had their way in the open court, pushing the ball hard and getting those fast break points.
And the officials will call the illegal screen here.
The screener was leaning a bit right there. His feet may not have been planted. Pretty obvious call by the officials.
Look, guys get away with this all the time, but on this occasion, he got caught.
Thanks to the AT&T Connected Cam for the up-close and personal view of that slam. Randall outside. Pass to Porter. Three-pointer. Wilson grabs the board. Wilson's got 6 rebounds now in the game. All right, let's get a report from Allie.
Well, thanks a lot, guys. Michael Porter Jr. was the #1 prospect in his high school class, and he said, growing up, basketball was easy for me. It was like, say, going up an elevator. But after my injuries, it's like climbing the stairs. It's like I'm walking in my purpose through this, more than if everything had just been smooth. Back over to you, Brian.
Thank you, Allie. Traore's checked in for Brown.
And really strong at the line since the break.
Pass to Traore to snap the cold streak. Yes, it's good. Traore's got 5 points.
Good play call and good execution. The offense running on all cylinders.
It's good. And he drew contact on the shot, so he will go to the line. A 3-point play opportunity. And a closer look here at the hustle stats for the Bulls.
All you have to do is look at one stat, and that is their block numbers. It tells you how tight their D has been. They've been going out of their way to smother the defense.
Well, another major factor in the offensive performance was the fast break. Converting on those chances when they get them tonight.
5 on the clock. To the right side. Here's Traore. He got a piece of it. Rose up top. Doubled by Randall. Pass to Buzelis. Porter with the steal. It's a 3-on-3 fast break. Traore for 3. Drops in the 3. Give him 8 points now.
A quality pass, setting up a quality shot. It's just textbook basketball.
And Grant, the Nets have shown the capacity to rebuild quickly in the past.
Yeah, playing in a big market helps, but they've pivoted decisively from their Big 3 era and have the picks and flexibility to make moves.
4 on the clock. Back to Giddey. Pass to Claxton. And they turn it over. Shot clock violation as the buzzer sounds.
Brooklyn ball.
And as teams are grinding through their schedules, let's see how it's going out east. You look at the Bulls. Here around the midway point, they've proven to be a top 3 team in their conference. And of course, Brooklyn just need to keep fighting.
Checking out Chicago, I recall them having a lot of naysayers at the start of the season, but now they may not have any. This team is ready for a deep playoff run.
Even though some people doubted them, there are just as many people, if not more, who believed in this team from the very beginning. And it's pretty clear right now who is right.
This guy is putting on a clinic for the people.
Man, I'm shocked. I can't believe he pulled that off in a real game. Pass to Traore. Here's Dimon. Porter, the pass to Sharp. Cash. Assisting on the play was Porter.
Gotta fight harder to get over those screens.
Yeah, as soon as these guys feel contact, they are just disappearing like they're not even there. You gotta show some fire and keep defending.
But once Rose feels like he has to step on the defense, he's ready for a liftoff. What a slam.
The Nets have gotten 6 of their first 12 shots to drop in this third. Pass to Dimon. Randall, a screen on Giddey. To the inside. And up the court come the Bulls on the break. And that one drops. Rose has got 40 points.
He's been dominant all game long. Nobody on the floor can stop him. And look, let's just say he knows it.
Outside Porter. Sharp up top. Good ball movement here by Brooklyn. Sharp, a screen on Giddey. For 3, Dimon. And it's Chicago with a board. Wilson's got rebound number 7 tonight. Now Rose. He's got 40 now. With the crossover, and he makes no mistake. Slam dunk.
Even with the score as it is, he just keeps coming at you.
Brooklyn has gone 2 of 6 from downtown here in the second half. Porter looks it over. Back to Randall. Shot clock at 5. Shoots. Claxton with a rebound. Claxton's got double-digit rebounds now in the game. Now here's Rose. The D's right on him. Brooklyn with the board. Offensively, it's been a struggle for him.
Yeah, they need to string together some shots to have any kind of chance.
Pass to Dimon. Randall outside to stop the drought. It's hauled in by the Bulls. Rose has got his 4th rebound in this one. Oh, sweet move. And he sinks the layup. Rose has got 44.
Smart play from Rose, getting up close to the basket for a high percentage look.
Now here's Randall to the middle. And here's Sharp. Rejected by Claxton. Rose outside. Claxton a screen on Porter. The shot. Second shot opportunity. Pass to Rose. Up and over Porter. Nice spin off the left rim and in. Rose has got 46.
Very little resistance around the rim right now. That's the 5th straight bucket they've given up in the paint.
Outside Porter. Pass to Toure. Here's the 3. Rose grabs the board.
Yeah, they just can't seem to end the drought no matter where they shoot it from.
This is snowballing for them. They've got to get a good look next time down.
2 minutes remaining in the third.
To the paint. Wilson. And that one is stuffed right through.
And this is how you run the pick and roll. Rose, a master at this stage of his career.
Here's Dimon. Giddy defends. To end the run. And he lays it up and in. Dimon's gotten his 2nd bucket on the night.
It's nice to see they're not settling for three-pointers. These guys are putting in the work inside.
Inside, here's Claxton. And Claxton throws it down.
Just a big man playing big. No way to stop it.
Well, the Nets shooting 39% from the field in the 3rd. For 3, Dimon. Claxton with a rebound. Claxton's got 12 rebounds here tonight. Big time effort. Out of bounds. It'll be Brooklyn's ball. And here's what the schedule for Brooklyn looks like. On Monday, they'll be playing against Devin Booker and the Phoenix Suns. Then on Wednesday, they'll be matching up against Karl Anthony. So it's the Bulls winning this one easily. We saw 2 different teams tonight. One played with confidence, operating flawlessly. The other just looked lost.
And the energy in this building was awesome. The crowd was involved from the jump, and once they started to really pour it on, it was fun to see how it all came together.
And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our broadcast.
Welcome, everyone. Thanks for tuning into 2K Sports. We've got some... On paper, this game looks one-sided, GA, but you never know in the NBA, do you? As they say, anything can happen.
Yeah, that means just so much talent in the league. If one or 2 guys get hot, this could end up being an upset. The difference between good teams and bad is razor thin.
And the Clippers starting 5. They've got Brook Lopez. Garland is out there with Benedict Mathurin. Then it's Ingram, and it's Hachimura in at the 4-man position. Pass to Claxton. And some nice ball movement here by Chicago. Shot clock at 5. Here's Wilson. Off target from 3-point range. And about a minute gone here in the first quarter. Ingram kicks to Hachimura. Outside Mathurin. Ingram outside. The offensive rebound. Lopez hits some rim on the way in, and the bucket's good.
Because of that big body and 7-foot frame, Lopez a handful to keep off the glass.
Double team on Rose, and Claxton throws it down.
Man, can you always depend on him or what to lead you to the right place with that pass? Money.
Now we'll hear from Allie LaForce, and she's got a story for us. An update. Allie?
I spoke with the head coach of the Bulls. As far as Brandon Ingram goes, coach believes that space is the key. He told me, quote, if we can close the gap, there aren't as many tools that he can go to, especially if we have a second defender to throw an occasional arm out. Percentages drop quite a bit in those cases. Back to you guys.
Thank you, Allie. Here's Rose. We saw him go on a scoring rampage last game, and Giddey gets it to go.
Well, Giddey loves to finish strong inside, and he knows how to take advantage of his size.
And block. That one goes careening off the glass. Garland against Rose, and he makes the bucket, gets the whistle, and now a three-point play chance here for him.
They've missed just 1 of 5 shots so far. I like the look of this offense.
Bulls shooting their first free throw of the game right now.
And really, they haven't been able to differentiate themselves from the free throw line on the season at about 76%.
You know, their percentages dropped off just a little bit compared to last year, guys, but it's not a huge drop-off, so no major concern.
For Los Angeles, they've gone 2 of 5 here, making 40% so far to start out the game. And stolen by Giddey. An even 3-on-3 break. Oh, Claxton in position. Up high to stop the alley-oop.
Oh, and the lead gets bigger on a ridiculous offensive sequence.
That dunk alone would have been spectacular. Never mind it coming at the end of an alley-oop.
Well, I tell you what, they've got this team just a step away from being completely asleep.
First personal foul. First team foul.
First quarter of play. We're about 3 minutes in. Pass to Ingram to the inside. Garland. That's good, and it's Ingram with the assist.
Fearless move by Garland inside, going for the high percentage shot.
And, GA, you think about high skill level offensive players. Darius Garland near the very top of that list.
Well, the son of an NBA point guard in Winston Garland, Darius has been preparing for this level his entire life, and his offensive package is as polished as anyone.
Ingram finds Garland. Here's Hachimura. Uses the glass to finish the layup.
He loves to attack from the inside. This is Hachimura's comfort zone, no doubt.
And so it's Rose who brings the ball up for the Bulls. Win after win, these guys now have 9 straight.
Just playing really solid basketball right now. They're trusting each other more out there and attacking as a group. They're a fist, not individual fingers, which has made them tough to beat.
And that one's good. Ingram.
You know, Ingram is somebody you have to watch closely on the perimeter because he's improved his outside shot so much since coming into the league.
Now here's Rose. He has 5. Here's Giddey. Buries the long-range jumper. Giddey's got 5 now.
The real come at us, and we're coming right back at you.
A little back and forth from long range. I love it. That's a terrific answer there.
Here's Ingram. His last outing, we saw him pour in 22. 6 to shoot. And slam dunk by Ingram.
Ingram clearly on the attack there, not allowing the defense to do anything with that dunk.
Double team on Rose. Pass to Buzelis. Buzelis sets a screen for Rose. Ingram with the steal. Here's Lopez. That's good, and it's Ingram with the assist. Lopez has got his second basket of the game.
And it just seems that every pass they make is leading to a score. Just great ball movement.
Here's Rose. And he goes big with the dunk right over Rui Hachimura.
Tell you what, Rose can get flashy with the best of them.
That's a great look at that move from the Connected Cam, sponsored by AT&T. Garland finds Ingram. Back to Garland. Lopez sets a screen for Hachimura. Out to Ingram. over Buzelis. And the Clippers getting another bucket right there. Chicago trailing here. Paxton, a screen on Garland. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here. That's on Brook Lopez. So, Greg, with All-Star voting underway, there are plenty of deserving players, but only 12 spots for each conference. It is very difficult to choose.
And that's why it feels like someone gets snubbed every year. I'd love to see the league expand the rosters to 15 spots. Remember, we had 12-man rosters back when there were only 9 teams.
Now, here's Garland. Last game he had 28 points. Ingram wide open. Again, Los Angeles.
And we've seen several lead changes tonight. Neither team giving an inch.
Yeah, and the lead has changed hands, and it just hasn't stayed in those hands very long when it's changed. Back and forth we go.
And 2 shots coming up at the line as he gets fouled on the shot.
And a moment here to see the numbers on Derrick Rose. The past month has been surreal. First in field goal percentage. And then there's his work at the free throw line where he holds the best percentage league-wide.
And you're right, he's been the pinnacle of scoring efficiency. Never seems to take a bad shot. That's why he's tops in field goal percentage.
And already, Rose may be the most athletic point guard in the league. Amazing quickness to go with that leaping ability.
Donnie's checked in for the Clippers. One thing you can say about this Clippers organization, GA, resources will never be a problem.
Yeah, passionate and deep-pocketed leadership. You throw in the market size, and even if they're not the glamour franchise in L.A., they're no longer resigned to second fiddle.
Here's Rose. Chris Dunn making his last shot. Giddy, no good. Hachimura against Wilson. Hachimura, the pass to Lopez. Well-timed pass, and he goes straight to the bucket for the layup. Lopez has got 6.
Moving it around, 8 of their last 10 coming off assists.
You know, nothing makes a coach happier than selflessness on the basketball court.
Pass to Buzelis. Back to Rose. Here's Claxton. And so the ball goes out of bounds. Lopez touched it last. Norman Powell's checked in for the Bulls. Goes up off the inbound. The shot will not fall. Clippers leading by 3. Hachimura kicks to Dunn. Now Hachimura. And he can be counted on to put some points on the board every night. He's averaging right around 13.5 points a game.
And now they're starting to pound the basketball inside.
And here's Rose. 11 points in the game. Powell finds Rose. Just 5 to shoot. Buzelis, no one around him. No good with the triple. Los Angeles has gone 1 of 2 from long range in the first quarter. And it's Norman Powell with the foul. That's his first foul.
Yeah, that's a tough call right there, and really a tough break.
Some changes for Chicago. Taj Gibson's checked in for Jalen Smith. Josh Giddey comes in for Kyle Korver. And it's Rose in for Powell. Hachimura is checked in for the Clippers. Benedict Mathurin comes in for Derek Jones. Taking a look at Los Angeles. They've got Dunn. Ingram is out there with Hachimura. Then there's Benedict Mathurin. And it's Sanders in at the small forward spot.
A native of Japan, Hachimura continues to demonstrate why he was a lottery pick in 2019.
And some stats here, guys. The scoring breakdown for Los Angeles.
You know, right from the start, it seemed they got hot from three-point range, pulling apart the defense and racking up the points, too.
And another thing Coach will be thrilled with, the assist numbers, spreading the wealth and creating some offensive opportunities.
And Ingram with a clear path to the basket. Hachimura with it, now guarded by Gibson. Here's Sanders, and Sanders throws it down.
Oh, he just punches that one down with a fury.
And he rubs it in a little deeper with the hanging finish.
Guys, they're not backing off at all, are they?
Count it. Dang's got 4 points now in the quarter.
I tell you what, it's almost like stealing to watch how he plays the game from this seat.
Pass to Mathurin. Dunn sets a screen for Mathurin. Off target from outside. Bulls trail by 11. Now here's Dang. The three. That's in. That's his 5th field goal. He's shooting a hot 71%. 5 for 7. Outside Mathurin. Dunn sets a screen for Mathurin. Wants to get it to Dunn and does. Good on the shot. Dunn's got 15.
Look, it's a given that Dunn can defend, but tonight he's also scoring at a high clip. A big bonus for his team.
Got that one up quick.
And obviously his momentum from the last game has carried over here tonight.
And you know that's how it goes with him. I mean, his hot streaks, guys, don't last minutes. They last days.
Now here's Ingram. And a wide open look for Mathurin. No good on the triple. Dang with it. Now defended by Sanders. Yep, it goes. And the Clipper lead is cut down now to just 6 points with that basket from Dang. Sanders dishes to Dunn. And Dunn with the slam.
Yeah, I love this night for Dunn. It's the kind he can build on, trying to really gain consistency as a scorer. This will help.
Rose against Dunn. And stolen by Dunn. Gibson with the steal. Here's Rose. And they call the foul, so he's got the and one chance here to make it a 3-point play.
This is how lethal Rose can be on offense, and it's because of that high motor he possesses.
Catching up on the changes for Chicago. Claxton's checked in. And it's Wilson in for Taj Gibson. And the Clippers with the change here, too. Brook Lopez is checked in for Sanders. Now here is Hachimura. He has 6.
That is big time by Hachimura. No mercy at all.
Here's Rose, and finished off by Rose.
I mean, he's just been brilliant today, guys, and it was the same exact story last time out.
I wasn't quite sure if he'd be able to maintain that same level of play. I had my doubts coming into this game, but consider my doubts disappeared.
Now here's Ingram. He's got 11. Lopez with the bucket.
Just so steady around the basket. Brook Lopez, really one of the more consistent scorers in the game.
And so here is Chicago. They're coming off that win against the Nets.
And guys, they walked into the arena with a certain kind of swagger, and we really saw it play out on the offensive end.
And you know, confidence is key there. They seem to play with a ton of it, especially on the offensive end.
Here's Dunn. The Bulls getting their last shot to go. Gets Ingram atop the key. Back to Dunn. And out of bounds as Chicago gains possession. Now we have a chance to pay homage to the Eastern Conference Player of the Week, Derrick Rose.
And the way that he's been able to kind of create something out of nothing for his teammates has been remarkable. Fantastic and timely passing combined with his vision is something that all players should aspire to have.
And the Bulls making a change here. Deng's checked in. Garland, he's checked in for the Clippers. Ingram with it. And it's Buzelis picking him up. Now here's Ingram. Defense is right there. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. You often hear that the skill level in the league has never been higher, Greg, and some say this is the peak of the game. What do you think?
And I'll tell you this, Kevin, I'm not complaining. If the league can improve upon this, the sky is really the limit.
You know, Ingram is quiet about the work he puts in after practice and before games. This is a guy who just never stops trying to improve, though, and that's shown up in how he's grown as a player.
Now here's Rose. 18 points for him. It's good, and the Clipper lead is cut down to 3 on the bucket from Dang.
and they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Yeah, and that's 4 straight field goals now they've allowed from point-blank range. Can't happen.
And how about a look now at the top rebounding small forwards in the NBA during the past month? Brandon Ingram, 4th.
And maybe they're not the biggest or strongest players in the front court, but that hasn't limited their ability to get in there and mix it up and come up with a lot of rebounds night in and night out.
I think you've got to look at their athleticism. I mean, they make up for all the size and bulk they may give away to the post specialists, and really, that's how they're able to compete in there. Athleticism gives them an edge.
And here's a look at some numbers for Derrick Rose.
There's been a drop-off in the rebounding numbers. He seems to be getting out-muscled on the glass in a way we didn't see earlier in the season. His last 10 games, the totals have taken a huge hit.
Carlos Boozer's checked in for the Bulls.
And what an advantage. You really feel like you can always trust him when he's at the line.
Double team on Boozer. Here's Wilson. Misses the 3.
And they haven't been able to turn it into a big lead, but their rebounding advantage is starting to add up.
Yeah, still close, but with their tough play on the boards, we're certainly seeing the effort.
Now here's Rose. 18 points for him. Shoots over Garland. Yep, it goes, and the Clipper lead is cut down now to just 3 on the bucket from Derrick Rose.
No misses for him yet in this quarter. Solid as a rock.
Hachimura down low, working on Boozer. Hachimura with it. He's got 10. Clock at 4. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. They get Carlos Boozer.
And just over 80% from the line right now. A big improvement over what they shot in that first quarter.
He hits the second from the line. Here is Rose. He's got 20. Stolen by Garland. To the paint. The dunk and the foul. A powerhouse move, and he's got a chance for one more at the line. They get Carlos Boozer.
Yeah, hard to discourage Hachimura out of his rhythm right there. I mean, he is powerfully put together.
And just a much better job of attacking and getting to the line here in the second quarter. Didn't have a single attempt in the first.
Now here's Rose. And finished off by Rose.
You know, this is what Rose does best to me, guys. A scorer who attacks on offense with unbridled ferocity.
Garland kicks to Lopez. Back to Garland. Rose with the block. It's number 9 to fall. He's only taken 10 shots.
Yeah, these defenders just look a bit overmatched, especially inside.
Pass to Hachimura. Now, here's Garland. Stolen by Wilson. Here he goes. There's Rose with the 3. In. And his hot hand continues. 10 of 11 from the floor. And looking for more.
You know, he started the game knocking down shots, guys. And now in the second quarter, he's taking it to another level.
Hachimura the pass to Garland. The shot is good. It's his second bucket in 5 tries.
And they've repeatedly probed inside in the first half, guys, and it's paid off.
Rose in the post. He's covered by Ingram. Pass to Buzelis. And some nice ball movement here by Chicago. 4 on the clock. Rose against Ingram. Rose, that's good. Rose has got the game tied up here for the Bulls. And so Garland will bring it up for the Clippers. They'll face the Lakers after this one. That'll be at home. That game marks the first half of a quick 2-game homestand. Catherine passes to Garland. From outside the arc, Buzelis grabs the board. Rose surveying the D. That doesn't go in. Had a chance, though, to take the lead. What a performance for Derrick Rose. He has been the story for the Bulls. He was a true standout at the offensive end, both with his scoring and his passing. We've got more in store for you right after this.
Fans, please direct your attention to center court and get ready for the fan half-court shots. Drums, please. They're thinking about the shot.
With All-Star Weekend around the corner. And just for a moment here, I was wondering, if you guys were playing in the league today, which current player would you most like to team up with? And let's get into this first half. A super close game for the Clippers so far.
They better be grateful for their bench. The reserves are showing up in the big way.
The others you always talk about, big fella, taking some pressure off the starters here. And that's a halftime wrap. Let's get back to the second half with the call by Kevin Harlan and the crew.
And as we get into this third quarter, as we've seen so far, neither team able to create much separation on the scoreboard yet. A fantastic game from Derrick Rose in this one.
And he's shown just how adept he can be at creating contact and then cashing in at the line.
Well, you know, in that first half, it was a common occurrence. He got to the stripe time and time again.
Wilson out there with Buzelis. Then it's Josh Giddey. And it's Rose. And it's Claxton in at the 5 down low. That's the group on the floor for Chicago. The 3 from Garland. Wilson grabs the board.
And not allowing the shooter even an inch of breathing room on that one.
And guys, that's exactly the kind of high-impact defense they want to see out of him.
Now here's Rose. And he gets it to go. Rose has got 31 points.
And he has just been in a flow offensively. Terrific game. He has been the X factor.
Hachimura against Wilson. Lopez outside. In the corner, it's Ingram. Pass to Lopez. And Lopez throws it down.
Boy, nice job that time by Lopez to find space with the cut.
And Chicago shooting an unreal 70% from the field, making a mockery of this defense. And here is Giddey. Rose up on top. Guarded by Garland. And the dunk by Rose.
You didn't think Rose would back down from some contact now, did you guys? Playing with a high level of intensity.
Outside Mathurin. Pass to Ingram. Lets it go with the 3. That one doesn't drop. The Bulls with the lead. Outside Rose. And he gets the bucket. Rose has got 6 in the quarter.
And Rose proving already to be a relentless competitor. Excellent at finding ways to finish inside.
Ingram outside. Pass to Lopez. Wilson against Hachimura. Again, Los Angeles.
Hachimura really thrives in that mid-range area.
Bulls have gone 3 of 3 from the field since halftime. Here's Giddey. Back to Rose. Double team on Rose. Here's Wilson. Nice fake there to create the shot, but it's no good. The Clippers trail. For longtime veteran Brook Lopez, his evolution, Clark, as a player goes beyond his three-point shooting.
Yeah, I agree with you because folks tend to forget his defense was considered a weakness early in his career. Now he's turned into one of the best shot blockers and rim protectors in the league.
Chicago with the ball. The Clippers getting the bucket. Rose passes to Wilson. It's stolen by Hachimura. For the lead. It's hauled in by the Bulls. Giddey surveying the D. Here's Rose. Pass to Claxton. Now Giddey. Bulls moving the ball around. And Claxton throws it down.
And he shows us all what the breakaway rim was invented for.
Can you believe he almost brought the whole thing down by hanging on that long?
Boy, that was a great dunk, and we've got a great game here.
Now here's Lopez. 13 points in the game. It's stolen by Rose. A finish. Boom, he jams it straight down.
Boy, he's an absolute blur. Derrick Rose, cat-like quickness.
Oh, that's an outstanding view from the AT&T Connected Game. And Tyronn Lue wants a timeout. Looking for a breather and maybe adjusting a thing or two.
A moment to check out Darius Garland here.
Some nice work from him over the last 10 games. And he's in the top 20 in assists per game. His talent for creating easy buckets for his teammates is such an asset.
And like you were saying, one of the stronger scorers in the league. A tireless worker on the offensive end. And it's no wonder he's top 20 in points.
And they had some botched coverage that turned into no coverage.
Wilson, again, Chicago.
They didn't have much of a problem getting the ball into the post that time.
Outside Mathurin. Goes up to the stripe. Wilson grabs the board. Wilson's got 4 rebounds now tonight. Rose passes to Wilson. Back to Rose. And Rose throws it down hard.
And that's just strong, tough action from Rose there. Staying in control and getting the job done with authority.
All right, well, look at how the points have been generated so far. Scoring breakdown for Chicago.
You know, all game long, they've imposed their will on the interior, scoring a lot of points in the painted area.
And another thing, guys, they dominated on fast breaks tonight, outrunning their opponent the entire game.
Operating from mid-range, that's a shot he likes. I mean, I'm sure he'd love to have that one back.
And Claxton throws it down.
Oh, inflicting some punishment with the two-hand flush.
Yeah, they're going for the throat.
Now's the time to do it. Keep attacking that rim.
The grind of the NBA season wears on, but what a pleasure this year is turning out to be. Let's check out the West and see how the standings look. Taking a look at the Clippers. This hasn't been the kind of year they envisioned. Time running out.
And you know, for Los Angeles, they have been one of the major surprises in the NBA this season. Unfortunately, for the wrong reasons.
And, you know, any fixes they've tried during the season have only compounded their problems.
Here's Garland, following the score by Derrick Rose. Ingram deciding where to go with it. Here's Lopez. That's good, and it's Ingram with the assist. Ingram's got his 5th assist in this one.
These are the games that you love from Lopez. He's looking fantastic out there.
Now here's Rose, and he has 42. Pass to Giddey. Hits it from 3-point range. Giddey's got the lead up to 14 now for the Bulls.
And with the lead, I like the strategy here. Continue to get the ball to guys who can do something with it.
If it's working, keep working it. That's what I say. Keep the pressure on.
Ingram with it. Giddey defending. And slam dunk by Ingram.
Yeah, he just punched the ticket on that one. That'll get the job done.
Powerful two-hand jam.
I tell you what, if he's got a few more of those in him, this lead will really start shrinking.
Now here's Rose. Stolen by Garland. Now Mathurin. Pass to Lopez. And here is Hachimura. Giddey defending. The 3 from Garland. It's hauled in by Claxton. Claxton's got his 5th rebound in this one.
Their game plan needs to change if they're going to get out of this hole because he is just not there offensively.
Here's Buzelis. Still scoreless. Clock at 6. The Bulls need to get a shot off here. And in transition, it's Ingram. Here we go.
And you look at Ingram, and he is just so long, covering a ton of space. Exceptionally fast in transition, too.
Garland against Rose. Inside. Buzelis. Takes the assist and lays it in. Picked out the pass nicely.
When you allow good scorers to get uncontested shots at the rim, no wonder you're losing.
You know, he should be getting extra attention from the defense, not less.
Now here's Ingram. He's got 17. And it's Hachimura in the corner. Rose with the ball. Garland picks him up. Giddey kicks to Rose. Oh, and there's the alley-oop. And then Buzelis with the dunk.
And how about the patience from Buzelis and the body control? He doesn't rush through that play.
Clippers trail by 14. Outside Garland. To the middle. To the inside. Here's Lopez. And denied. He sends it right off the glass. And the foul on Derrick Rose. That's his third foul of the game.
I think he's gotten a little too careless and sloppy as well, turning the ball over twice in just the last 3 minutes. You know, these mistakes can start to add up if he's not careful.
Boozer is checked in for Buzelis. And Los Angeles making a change here as well. Sanders is checked in.
Really hard to get to the shot of
Josh Giddey's checked in for the Bulls. Rose comes in for Taj Gibson. And Los Angeles making a change here as well. Ingram's checked in. And the Clippers, looking at who they've got. Ingram is out there with Jones. Then it's Brook Lopez. Then there's Sanders. And it's Dunn in at the point guard. Now here's Ingram. Back to Sanders. Here's Dunn. And the Clippers miss again.
That's what you want defensively. Force contested threes.
It's Powell on the wing. Defended by Jones. Rose against Sanders. Rose passes to Giddey. The shot by Powell, no good. And Ingram has got the ball here for the Los Angeles Clippers. And it's out of bounds to the Clippers as the Clippers retain possession. Chicago making a switch here. Gibson's checked in. Done against Rose. Shot clock at 6. And Dunn with the slam.
Boy, you've got to like what you see from Dunn. I mean, very aggressive, using that long wingspan to get himself to the rim.
Rose up on top. Dunn covering. Rose double teamed. Pass to Gibson. Count the bucket. And he's got a free throw coming up as well.
Good work between the teammates that time, leading him perfectly.
So, Greg, in 2021, the NBA creating the Kareem Abdul-Jabbar Social Justice Champion Award. It's so great to recognize the work that's being done by so many NBA players.
It does, Kevin. And these players who are not just giving back, but giving a voice to the less fortunate and trying to shape policy towards justice and equality.
He's been incredible tonight, seemingly scoring at will, really powering his team forward.
Kicks it out to Jones. No good on the three. The Bulls have gone 5 of 7 from the field since the beginning of the fourth. Strong work at that end of the floor. Rose attacking. Pass to Giddey. Puts up a three. In it goes for the 8th time in 10 tries.
It's been a good night for him overall and a good night for this team.
Giddey against Ingram. Outside, Jones. It's Ingram on the wing. Giddey defending. And the Clippers miss again.
And physically, there's no doubt they've been the stronger team. A plus 10 rebound advantage tells you all you need to know.
Double team on Rose. Giddey kicks to Rose. Up and in on the layup. Rose has got 17 points here in the second half.
Offensively, defensively, they are in total control.
And don't leave out the coaching staff here now. I mean, their game plan has been perfect.
And Jones with the stuff.
And dropping the sledgehammer there, he curbs a 10-0 run by Chicago.
The Bulls have gone 7 of 9 from the field down the stretch here in the fourth quarter. Terrific shooting. Now here's Rose. Boozer up top. Some nice ball movement by the Bulls. Fades. The Clippers grab the miss. Ingram's got his 5th rebound right now in the game. The jumper from the free throw line is good. Ingram's got 21 in the game.
And the shooting has really been there for him today, but he may have to take it upon himself to continue to carry this team and try and get out of this hole.
Hey, Clark, we know resistance training is something pretty much every player does. Is that prevalent back in the 80s when you played?
That's 4 decades ago, Kevin, and it wasn't as prevalent as it is now. I mean, it's commonplace, and kids get exposed to the benefits of weight training and strength training for any sport, but particularly basketball, at a much earlier age now. So it's part of who they are once they get to the college level and then on to the NBA. But the core strengthening, the stability work of that area between your knees and your sternum.
And so Chicago takes this one, and by a big margin. They won this game going away. They were the better basketball team by far tonight.
And you got to commend this sort of dominance, particularly here at home. It's a great feeling when you play almost a perfect game and to have that crowd be so pumped up.
And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our broadcast. Alongside Clark Kellogg, Greg Anthony, and
Welcome to Thursday Night Basketball on 2K Sports. Glad to have you along. And tonight, it'll 2 elite centers from tip-off to the final buzzer grab. We should have a battle on our hands tonight.
Oh, yes, indeed, B.A. And, you know, in games like this, it's important to give space for your big guys to compete. The last thing you want is to overcrowd the paint and end up taking an elbow.
And the starting group for Chicago. They've got Derrick Rose, also Josh Giddey out there, and it's Buzelis in at the 3. Here's Ball. Down low. Claxton with the block. They recover it. And stolen by Claxton. To the inside. Here's Rose. And he drops in the layup off the glass.
Well, that's about effort, carving space for the interior look. And one attribute we'll always talk about with Rose is the heart that he plays with.
Edwards, a pass to Ball. Now here's Gobert. 6 to shoot. Outside McDaniels. The 3 from Ball. Chicago with a rebound. They're really clicking as a unit. Tonight, looking for their 11th straight win.
Well, this is a basketball team that's really humming right now. And what you love is they're working together as a unit, which makes it fun to watch. What I'm curious about here is when teams start to adapt and take away their best strategy, how do they keep the streak going? Really, really interested to see how this plays out.
Good ball movement here by Minnesota. Outside McDaniels. Pass to Gobert. And here's Edwards. And Edwards slams it in.
And that strength and concentration from Anthony Edwards. Yes, there's contact. Doesn't bother him.
And it's rejected. Now Rose. Pass to Wilson. Launches a 3. It's rebounded by Rudy Gobert.
He's got a great defensive mind. He gets good position and affects the release.
And he did it without fouling, and that's become an art, changing shots without making contact.
And he gets that one.
Exactly the kind of start you're looking for. They are 4 for 5 out of the gates.
And there's the foul. It'll go on Derrick Rose. That's his first foul. And a little over 2.5 minutes gone here in the first. Pass to Edwards. Ball against Rose. Clock at 6.
Boy, that's brutal. 1 for 5 to start. You have got to find your footing offensively.
To the middle. Here's Buzelis. Rose up top. Pass to Wilson. Lets the 3 fly. Outside Giddey. Here's Rose. Pounded by Ball. Stolen by Ball. Outside McDaniels. The Timberwolves again can't hit.
Defense dodged the bullet that time. Total breakdown.
Rose outside. Here's Buzelis. No made baskets yet. Deflects the pass. McDaniels with a steal. Here's Shannon. Ball. It's tipped. Here's Rose. Count it. All 3 of his attempts have gone in.
The D hasn't been quick enough to react to the ball inside. That's helped cause this run.
And Grant, this defense of the Timberwolves, one of the league's stingiest.
Well, if you look up and down their lineup, not many weak links for opponents to target. And then, of course, you've got 4-time Defensive Player of the Year, Rudy Gobert, on that back line. BA, they're tough.
Here's Shannon, averaging around 5 points a game. Up top, Edwards. Giddey defends. Here's Gobert. Rose grabs the board.
Amazing tenacity attacking the basket, and I'm sure he won't miss that next time.
3-pointer, Buzelis sinks it from distance.
Their offense looking like a well-oiled machine.
And it's Ball off the drive, looking to end the run, and Shannon gets it to go.
Man, this is just fun. These teams are trading threes back and forth.
Well, that 3-point shot just gives you so much room to operate on the offensive end.
Pass to Buzelis. From deep, Giddey. Rebound, Minnesota. They defeated Utah in their last game.
In that one, the other team could not keep up with them offensively. They were prolific.
Well, let's give some credit to the coaching staff as well, recognizing the weaknesses in that defense and going after each one of them.
The steal. Now here's McDaniels. Pass to Ball. It's Edwards on the wing. The 3-pointer off the mark. Bulls leading by 6. Outside Giddey. To the left wing. From deep, Rose. The shot's good on the assist by Giddey. Rose has got 9.
He has not missed a shot in this quarter. They've tried running different things in him, but he's been unstoppable.
There's the 3. And Edwards good for 3.
That is a stone-cold 3 by the Ant-Man.
Rose up top. Playing the Clippers, he was nearly unstoppable. The shot by Buzelis no good.
Just enough of a shot contest to bother.
A deep 3 from Ball. Buzelis grabs the board. Buzelis has got 4 rebounds in the game. Gobert against Rose. Pass to Buzelis. Takes the 3. Outside Giddey. From deep. Out to the right wing. 4-3. Edwards pulls it in.
He's been off this whole period. Unable to sustain any kind of consistency.
Shannon's shot is off.
Oh, the analytics department is smiling after that one.
Pass to Buzelis. Sinks the tray. Buzelis has gotten his second bucket.
And with a smooth shot like that, I expect Buzelis to hit a ton of 3-pointers during his career.
Back to Ball. And here's McDaniels. Pulls it. Minnesota again missing.
He hasn't been able to find his touch this quarter.
Well, not at the offensive end, certainly. He cannot buy a bucket right now.
Claxton a screen on ball. Rose, the pass to Claxton. And Claxton throws it down.
Man, that was fast. They're already up by double digits.
Wow, they've come out strong. Control the pace, assert their will. Nice.
Ball way outside. Kept alive. Outside McDaniels. Pass to Edwards. Jacks up a three. Chicago with a rebound. Their last game, a win against the Clippers. Looking to carry it into this one.
And in that game, it wasn't just the starters who played a big part. They got a ton of points off the bench.
When you get that kind of a complete effort, that's a game you're going to win far more often than not.
The way they've gotten after rebounds has been impressive.
Oh, nice finish from the low block. That one's good.
And he's only 1 for 8 so far. Hopefully that bucket helps his confidence.
And now the first timeout called here for Chicago. And the Timberwolves going with a whole new group out there. And Rose has got the ball here for Chicago. 9-point game. Their last encounter was in Chicago.
And in their last game against this club, turnovers really were a problem for them.
They were forced into tons of sloppy play, and I think they'll be looking to be more composed tonight.
4 on the clock. Here's Claxton. Bulls keep it alive for 3. And Rose is good for 3. Rose has got 12 points.
What a way to begin this game. Dominating at both ends of the floor.
And give them credit for approaching this game with the right energy and intensity. This team has attacked every chance they've gotten. Oh, how about the dime? You love that unselfishness.
From deep, Rose. And again, it's Chicago with a 3.
He's putting them to the test this quarter, attacking every chance he gets.
Inside, here's Lyles, and the dunk to finish it off. A beauty.
Well, superb awareness from Russell Westbrook. Understands where the gaps in the defense, almost impossible to check in the pick and roll.
Rose, the pass to Boozer. Rose outside. Chicago passing it around. And Boozer gets it to go. And the Bulls lead by 13.
They're not wasting any time putting their stamp on this game. What a start.
And they've been doing it largely at the offensive end. If the defense does not adjust, this could be a blowout.
Giddey passes to Rose. There's 1:34 left in the first quarter. Hauled in by DiVincenzo.
Listen, that's a quality mid-range shot. He just couldn't capitalize.
Lyles. And a strong finish with 2 hands.
Oh, yeah. That'll do it.
Wow, an emphatic 2-handed slam. From downtown. And it's Dang missing. Timberwolves trail by 11. And finished off by Westbrook.
Russell Westbrook off his feet in a hurry. Woo-hoo, nicely done.
Rose outside. Pass to Claxton. Here's Boozer, a dependable player on offense, giving them over 13 a game.
And he's just crushing them with plays like that. I mean, just continuing to pile it on.
You want to make sure your opponent knows they have absolutely zero chance of a comeback, and nice finish by him.
Here's Lyles. Outside, DiVincenzo. There's the triple. Boozer grabs the board. Here's Dang, pounded by Westbrook. And it's Dang missing.
Boy, he won't miss many of those, but it certainly happens, and good there.
Good defensive intensity, but you have to stay in control always.
Minnesota shooting their first free throws of the game on this trip to the line. Jaden McDaniels, he's checked in for Minnesota. Edwards comes in for Green. Chicago making a switch here. Pass to Edwards. Here's Berenger to the paint. Ooh, good finish at the rack off the slick feed. Berenger's got his second basket.
Really nice decision-making by Anthony Edwards. If you're going to play in the NBA, you've got to read off pick-and-roll action.
DiVincenzo and Edwards on the perimeter. Then there's LaMelo Ball. Then there's McDaniels. And it's Berenger in at the 5, roaming the paint. So that's the lineup for Minnesota. Just 5 to shoot. Pass to Buzelis. Beyond the arc. Offensive board. Here's Wilson. The 3. Buries it from 3. Wilson's got 7 now in this quarter.
They've shown the power inside. Their rebounding effort has been sensational.
To the middle. Here's Ball. Blocked! And he recovers it. Here's McDaniels. And he'll draw the foul. He'll head to the line for 2.
Yeah, Jaden McDaniels is a guy who will embrace physicality. Does a nice job drawing contact.
And when it comes to taking an offense out of its rhythm, what are some of the primary methods, Grant?
Well, B.A., you have to disrupt their flow. That can come from steals, deflections, block shots, even change shots. Anything that makes them feel uncomfortable.
Rudy Gobert's checked in for Minnesota. Shannon comes in for DiVincenzo. And rejected. Out of bounds. Bulls ball as Chicago keeps possession. Down to 5 on the shot clock. The drive by Rose.
McDaniels with the defensive presence twice on the pipes.
Here's Rose. Ooh, tough break there. Shot after shot. They couldn't get anything to fall. And let's send it over to Allie LaForce.
Hey guys, the Timberwolves coach Chris Finch said, we're a team based on movement, cutting, and fluidity. That burden also falls on Anthony Edwards to move and accommodate his teammates. For his part, Ant said his focus is being what the team needs me to be, a leader by example, and showing them that I'm coachable. Back to you guys.
Okay, Allie, thanks a lot. Pass to Dang. Shot clock at 6. From deep, Giddey. And it's Gobert with a rebound. Gobert's got 5 rebounds tonight. Edwards, the pass to Gobert. Oh! Gobert hammers it home.
This guy always amongst the league leaders in dunks. Gobert is a force around the cup.
Rose against Gobert. Now here's Rose. Defense is right there. They set the pick. And down it goes. Jam that one home.
That's he gets on a roll. You better watch out. Rose is having a tremendous night. He's been relentless attacking.
How about that elevated look on the AT&T connected cam? Here's Ball. LaMelo working inside.
Listen, we know this guy has got a solid offensive arsenal. You've got to stay on point defensively.
Ball against Rose. Edwards comes with a double team from deep. Giddey. The rebound by the Timberwolves. Gobert's got 6 rebounds now in the game. All right, Doris, let's talk for a moment about Rudy Gobert's defensive IQ.
Let's begin, B.A., with his communication on that end. It's an undervalued aspect of defensive performance. Then you talk about his ability to be a rim protector, to be able to rotate in defensive help. There is a reason he has won the Defensive Player of the Year as many times as he has.
And his struggles have been apparent, unable to make an impact scoring the ball.
Edwards, a pass to McDaniels. Here's Ball. Good on the shot, and that shaves the lead to single digits. Ball's got 9.
We've seen that more than once today. An effortless basket inside.
Rose up top, hounded by Ball. Pass to Boozer, and stolen by Gobert. It's a 3-on-3 fast break. Here's Shannon. Hits the trifecta. And it's now only a 5-point Bulls lead.
Their ball movement on this run has been tremendous. It's led to a lot of good, clean, open looks.
Outside Giddey. Rose against Ball. Here's the pick from deep. Giddey. Ball with the rebound. Ball's got his 4th rebound in this one. To the inside. Here's McDaniels. Lays it up and banks it in. McDaniels got his 2nd basket of the game.
They've closed the gap over the last few possessions. Can they push through and grab the lead?
Yeah, it feels like they've ramped up their intensity. They have forced good things to happen. Now they're back in it.
Now a timeout called by Chicago. DiVincenzo, he's checked in for Minnesota. And as we continue through January, here are the latest power rankings. Taking a look at Minnesota, they slipped a bit. Still in the top 10, though.
When I look at Chicago, they've had a cold stretch and are desperately looking to end their losing streak. You can bet tensions are high in that locker room.
Here's Rose. Drops in the layup for 2. Rose has gotten 4 this quarter.
Another bucket. This guy just keeping his foot on the gas pedal.
Back to DiVincenzo. Good ball movement here by Minnesota. And here's Edwards outside. And again, it's Minnesota with a 3.
They've got some ground to make up, and shooting the 3-ball more consistently like they are now should help them do it.
Rose outside. And you can count it. He'll go to the line with a chance at a 3-point play. And that sends Derrick Rose to the free throw line. It's on Dante DiVincenzo. And a closer look here at the scoring breakdown for the Bulls.
Yeah, their early focus on outside scoring has paid off. They're finding plenty of points from three-point land.
Yeah, and I also love the intensity they've shown on the glass early on. Keeping plays alive, creating second chance shots, that's nice.
52 seconds left in the second period. Pass to Buzelis. The 3. Rebounded by the Timberwolves.
He started the game scorching the Nets from deep. 3 triples in the first period, but none here in the second.
Gobert, that's good.
Gobert's comfort zone, right? High percentage shots, easy money for Rudy.
Chicago leading by 3. Pass to Giddey. The 3 is up. It's rebounded by Minnesota. Gobert's got rebound number 8 now.
Credit the defense right there. They have not allowed this guy to get going at all in this period.
Credit their discipline. They've been working for high percentage shots.
Rose outside. And again, Chicago, no good. And so a close game as we wrap up the first half of play. Chicago ahead. They lead by 1. All right, Allie's ready to go. She's courtside. Hey, Allie.
I'm here with Chris Finch. And, Coach, any adjustments that you'd like to see on the offensive end?
Yeah, I mean, ideally we'd like to get some movement and get into a bunch of random pick and rolls.
Appreciate it, Allie. And we'll be coming right back after this break. Ready for the third quarter.
Greetings. First off, some updates for you as we take a look at our all-star voting totals.
At times in the past, we've teased the fans for how they voted, but it's not easy, man. There's a lot of talented guys out here. I love.
And let's take a look back at the first half. The Bulls are in a close one.
Well, they've been the more physical team, and we've seen that on the glass as well as all the other.
Glad you could join us. Ryan Anderson and crew are ready to take it away for the start of the third quarter.
And we've got second half action for you. Thus far, a pretty evenly contested game. Boy, you look at Derrick Rose. What a contribution.
The numbers say it all. He spent the first half playing efficient ball.
I think they've taken their time. They've showed incredible patience. It's a sign of a well-coached ball club.
And for Chicago, let's take a look. Josh Giddey out there with Derrick Rose. Then it's Buzelis. And it's Claxton in at the 5 down low.
Well, LaMelo ball in the catch-and-shoot game. He says, I can get off the ball as well.
Here's Rose. Drives to the hoop. He's got another one. That's 10 for 15 now.
And he's coming off a huge performance, and his confidence couldn't be any higher. And his coach knows that, too.
Well, the best players, to me, deliver night after night after night. So as long as he's hot, keep riding it.
Pass to Claxton. And Claxton throws it down.
Man, you lay that pass out there just like a great quarterback. Let your teammate run to it.
And here's Ball. He'll bring it up for the T-Wolves. Trailing by 2. Looking ahead, they've got the Warriors coming to town for their next game. It'll be the second of 3 straight games on their home floor. Edwards can't hit.
You gotta love how they've been crashing the boards, fighting hard for every miss.
And Ball's over to help. Pass to Buzelis. And stolen by Edwards. In transition, here they come. And he takes that one up and powers it through.
I'm not sure he should be flaunting around the rim like that with this game so close.
Oh, it's risky, but it sure did look good. Well, it's always nice to head up to the connected cam to get another angle of these big plays, courtesy of AT&T.
I'll tell you, if he's feeling right physically, Rose will battle you every step of the way. That's a fierce-looking drive.
And this is his second and third free throws tonight.
And something I remember from their last outing, he was excellent at the charity stripe.
And so Rose knocks them both down.
Making shots at the line. You need a good routine, and he certainly has one.
Here's Ball. LaMelo sending it.
LaMelo Ball with the ball on a string. How about that drive?
Chicago with the ball. Here's Rose. And there's the whistle. He'll head to the line to shoot 2. Now one on Ball. And now a chance to see what's coming up for Chicago. On Saturday, they'll be facing Jason Tatum and the Boston Celtics. Then on Monday, they'll be taking on Luka Doncic and the Los Angeles Lakers.
And for that game against Miami, anything can happen in the NBA, but they'll be a heavy favorite, and it would take a total meltdown for them to lose.
Well, an interesting thing about Derrick Rose, right? Over his career, he's been an up-and-down jump shooter, but he's been remarkably consistent from the free throw line.
Back to Edwards. Floats one up. Claxton with a rebound. Chicago leading. Inside. Here's Giddey. Shakes off strong D and gets to the bucket for 2 points.
I'll tell you exactly the start to this half that you're looking for. He's taken 3 shots. He's made 3 shots.
Back to Daniels. Edwards against Giddey. Ball outside. The 3 ball. Yes, and it's Edwards picking up the assist. Ball's got 8 points in the quarter.
Boy, after making 1 3 in the first half, he's knocked down 2 in the second.
Timeout called here. Chicago decides to talk it over. And it's worth looking at the league's top scorers for the past month. These guys have been on a tear. Number 1, Derrick Rose. The 4th spot held by Anthony Edwards.
This month has been a memorable one for both of these players, just lighting up the nets and getting it done on offense.
Pass to Buzelis. And again, it's Chicago.
He still needs to fill out to be more physical down there, and that will come with time. But Buzelis can handle his own.
Ball passes to Gobert. Oh, and Gobert powers it home.
Oh, what ferocity on the throwdown. I just love when he goes up with purpose.
Where was the D right there? The effort lacking big time.
Yeah, and give him credit for taking advantage. In a close game, those are the types of plays that can swing things in your direction.
Oh, some explosive stuff from Rose right at the rim, showing these young boys how ferocious he can still be.
Pass to Edwards. Edwards so good inside.
Boy, Edwards so good in close. This guy has got touch and strength, everything you could ask for.
The #1 overall pick in 2020. Grant, you think Anthony Edwards has a shot to become the best American-born player in the NBA?
You know, I think his aspiration is higher than that, B.A. He's thinking MVP, face of the league. And if you ask me, he has the talent to do it. They couldn't have asked for a better start to the second half. They've been perfect from the field so far.
Gobert with a screen on Giddey. Down low. Oh, and Gobert powers it home.
How quickly does Rudy Gobert move off the screen? His mobility makes him a tough cover in the pick and roll.
And so it's Rose with it. He brings it up for Chicago. The lead is 2. Claxton a screen on ball. Rose, the pass to Claxton. And Claxton throws it down.
I just love the aggressive finish.
I'm thinking he's sending a strong message with that jam. Outside Edwards. Back to ball. Edwards finds ball. It's deflected. Out of bounds. It'll be Bulls ball. Here's a look at some stats for him.
And over the last 5 games, his field goal percentage has increased. And you can make a case his confidence as well because of this.
Chicago leading by 4. Rose up top, hounded by Ball. Ball against Rose. They double him with McDaniels. Pass to Wilson from the arc. Here's Claxton. And Claxton throws it down.
And I just love how he's making the effort plays that everyone around him appreciates.
It is certainly making an impact tonight.
No doubt. On the scoreboard, in the body language of the players, you can tell which team is in complete command.
And the Bulls call time here. Chicago's gone 1 of 2 shooting from the perimeter since halftime. From deep, Rose knocks it down from distance. Rose has got 11 in the second half.
Another one for Derrick Rose. This is a flashback to when he used to do this on a nightly basis.
Ball passes to Edwards. Six to shoot. Shot is up. Rose grabs the board. Rose has got 4 rebounds now.
Their strong work ethic has been evident on the glass, really getting after it and being physical.
Back to ball. To the middle. Here's Edwards. Here's Gobert. And it's Gobert in the comfort zone.
They have no answer defensively inside.
Chicago leading by 5. Rose left side. Pass to Buzelis. The shot is good, and the assist by Rose. Rose has got assist number 9 now. What an effort here tonight. The 3 from Ball. From distance, LaMelo Ball.
After hitting only 1 from downtown the first half, he's exploded with 3 since.
Now Rose. 33 points for him. They double him with McDaniels. 3-pointer, Buzelis. And again, it's the Bulls from deep.
They're getting torched on the perimeter. 4 of the last 5 buckets have been threes.
Back to Ball. And a nice finish on the layup. 22 points for LaMelo Ball.
A dominant quarter, but he needs some help.
Chicago has gotten 4 threes to fall out of 5 attempts here in the third. Rose, the pass to Claxton. And Claxton throws it down.
Oh, nice one-handed jam there, B.A.
Hey, little exclamation point. Ball way outside. Buzelis grabs the board. Buzelis has got 6 rebounds in the game. Now here's Rose. Tightly guarded. Inside. Claxton. And Claxton throws it down.
And since the halftime break, their offense has just been on another level.
I got to believe that's something the coach talked to them about at the halftime. They have valued each possession.
Ball Passes to McDaniels. And the three-pointer goes. McDaniels got 11 points.
And their perimeter shooting numbers have been up since the start of the second half.
Here's Rose. Takes it inside.
We're going to put that one on the highlight reel because when you're ranking the best ball handlers in the league, Rose's name is going to be mentioned.
And Minnesota with possession here. 9-point game. And Chris Finch wants a timeout. Coach probably just checking to make sure everybody's on the same page here. Both teams deciding to change it up.
Substitution report.
Westbrook outside. To the inside. Lyles' shot is good. Lyles has got his third basket on the night right there.
That bucket is really just about the efficient use of a screen. That's nicely done.
Doubled by Highland. Pass to Buzelis. Puts up a three. Count it. Now 8 for 13 with that basket.
Boy, he is just doing it all right now. And the more the ball goes through the net, the more his confidence grows.
To the paint. Nice pass, nice catch, and a resounding dunk.
You know, he's been giving them points, but they still can't seem to get over the hump tonight.
Rose outside. Oh, there's a killer two-hand slam.
Well, you love the attitude of Derrick Rose. You want to play great defense? No problem. I can still finish.
Westbrook right side. Lyles the pass to Green. Here's Highland, and that comes off the assist by Green. Highland's got his first points of the game.
Knew exactly where his teammate would be. That's a product of good chemistry.
Here's Rose. Boom! He jams it straight down.
It helps to have the basketball on a string, right? Derrick Rose handles the ball so well he can get anywhere he wants.
Highland against Rose. Knocked loose, and it's stolen by Rose. Oh, a big finish with a one-handed jam.
Wow, that type of finish is just deflating right now for a team that's trying to make a comeback.
Ouch. That's certainly a big-time finish right there. It was one big exclamation point, or maybe even a question mark.
And their physical dominance has been on display. A 10-rebound advantage is a good indicator of how this game has gone.
Now, this guy's starting to rediscover that athleticism. What about that finish and flush?
Lyles a screen, down low. Again gets it to go. He can't miss. 5 for 5.
If a teammate's open in the painted area, you give him the basketball. Those are high-quality shots.
Pass to Rose. 8-second difference between the shot clock and game clock. And it's good. 2 points. Rose has got 45 points.
Their defense just falls apart once the ball goes inside.
Outside, Green. Here's Lyles. Highland with it. Averaging around 6 a game. Over Rose. And that's not gonna go. Misses at the buzzer. And so it's the Chicago Bulls, a sizable lead of 14 at the break. And the three ball has been huge in building this lead. We'll be right back. And it's time now to bring you our State Farm assist of the game.
This is the definition of team chemistry. I love to see this kind of communication and connection between teammates leading to the perfect pass.
Nothing better than chemistry, right? Working together to create a bucket.
And one court. Here's Powell. Rose outside. Out to Powell. Launches it. No good on the shot.
Just terrible defense. I don't know how he missed that shot.
Ball surveys the floor. Pass to Lyles. Nice move. And Ball with the layup. Ball's got 27 points.
Terrific energy at both ends to sustain this run.
They found their composure on both ends of the floor, and that is what triggered this run.
Rose outside. Here's Buzelis. 5 to shoot. Claxton a screen on DiVincenzo. Here's Powell. And it's good with time running down on the shot clock.
Well, the more Norman Powell makes these shots, the more confidence he gains, the more of a problem he becomes.
Outside for Green. Powell against DiVincenzo. Lyles a screen. Oh, he brings it down with a two-handed jam.
Credit the hard work coming back. They're doing their best to steal this game.
They're showing so much passion and determination here at the end. They're close to the lead, but still have plenty of work left to do.
Got a piece of it, and it's stolen by Rose. Oh, and a fast break for Chicago. And the officials whistle a foul on the shot. The bucket is good, and he'll go to the line.
His big night continues. He is fueling this lead.
All right, guys, some stats here. The scoring breakdown for the Bulls.
Their offensive game plan has been simple. Look to shoot it often from outside the arc. And the results have been outstanding.
Something else that they've had working for them is attacking the offensive glass. Boy, taking advantage and creating second chance points. Impressive.
Even in the later stages of his career, Rose still possesses considerable speed, a real threat to penetrate and score.
And there's the foul. It'll go on Derrick Rose. That's his third foul so far. Here's Shannon. Pass to Edwards. Stolen by Giddey.
Just his first turnover of the night. He's been poised and he's been focused.
Rose. And it's good. He hits another one.
That's 52 points for him.
Making it all look too easy right now. Outside Edwards. Back to Ball. Shot to stop the run. Chicago with a rebound. Claxton's got rebound number 7 tonight. Bulls leading by 17. Here's Rose. Takes it up with both hands and rips it down.
Well, that's one of Derrick Rose's specialties, finishing at the rim. Go ahead and flex those muscles, D. Rose.
Outside McDaniels. Back to Ball. Chicago grabs the miss. Giddey's got rebound number 8 here already in the game. Rose outside. From outside the arc. It's rebounded by Rudy Gobert. Gobert's got 11 rebounds in the game. Outside Edwards. And Shannon gets it to go.
Coach is loving the ball movement.
And Rose has got the ball here for the Bulls. Out to the right wing. Driving to the basket and slammed it home, and a foul. A chance at another point at the line. Jaden McDaniels picks one up. Wilson's checked in for Chicago.
If they keep hitting free throws at this clip, it'll help them seal the deal.
Timberwolves trail by 20. Pass to McDaniels. Back to Ball. The kick out to Edwards. Good ball movement here by Minnesota. And stolen by Claxton.
Watch it.
Rose against Ball. Rose outside. The floater. Minnesota with a rebound. To the inside. Here's McDaniels. Rose grabs the board. Rose has got his 6th rebound on the night.
Tremendous burst from Josh Giddey on the drive. Just turns up the intensity.
Minnesota's gone 2 of 4 from the perimeter here in the 4th quarter. Here's Ball. Good D by Rose. Bulls leading by 22. And with the cap, many teams looking for cheap young players to fill the bench. How does that affect the mid-level vets?
Again, BA, I go back to how difficult roster construction and sustaining a quality roster are. The mention of youth here is about, listen, you have to hope your draft choices work out well, and you have to hope your young players develop quickly because they are on team-friendly contracts.
A minute 53 left to play in the 4th quarter. Rose against Ball. Another one goes! Incredible!
I mean, he has all the tools and all the desire.
Now tied for 2nd most 60-point games. What a career he's had.
Help out on Derek.
Driving in. Oh, hey! How about that? And that one is hammered home.
And that is one of Derrick Rose's signature moves. May not be as fast as he once was, but boy, that explosive first step remains.
And what a complete performance we saw from them. A dominant win in every way for the Bulls.
And the disparity in the talent was obvious by the end. Sometimes you just don't have enough ammunition to compete.
Yeah, BA, just a total beatdown. And the next time these teams meet, I can't imagine it'll be any different.
And you look at their record after tonight, 30 wins on the year.
And they fought hard for this win, guys. No one wants to get swept in a season series, even a short one.
And what a huge performance it was for Derrick Rose.
He was their catalyst tonight, the straw that stirs the proverbial drink.
Gobert with a screen on Giddey. 6 on the shot clock. And Gobert with the stuff.
All too easy for Mr. Gobert in the painted area. Nicely done.
Rose against Ball. And it's Rose penetrating. And the layup is good off the glass.
Showing us that killer instinct right now. No letting the foot off the gas for them.
And you want to save your best for last. Tonight, they've done that and then some.
Here's Edwards. It's good. And the assist that time from Ball.
Anthony Edwards just reading what the defense giving up. Gets to his mid-range game right there.
No need to shoot. This one is done.
Yes, they've got to be happy with tonight's effort.
Shot clock and game clock. 1 second differential. Ball against Rose. Over Ball. Beat the shot clock, but it's off the mark. So no problem for Chicago as they get the win. To walk into enemy territory and deliver a performance like that says a lot about this squad.
They really came in looking confident and didn't let anything shake them. This is what a dominant team looks like.
Thank you for joining us. That'll do it for now. For Doris Burke, Allie LaForce, and Grant Hill, and all of our crew, this is Brian Anderson thanking you for watching this 2K Sports presentation of the NBA. And now, time for our player of the game.